Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all having the most incredible day. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Sebastian, and girl, I welcome you guys with open arms. I do pop culture videos every single day, so if you're looking for the latest in reality TV, influencer tea, or pop culture, girl, I got you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your new messy best friend, bitch. Grab a snack, grab a drink, because we gotta talk about low down, good for nothing, Scooter Braun, or whatever the fuck his name is, because he just came out and talked about a lot of bullshit, bitch. And you know, like my girl JoJo would say, it's just a little too late. So listen, he actually spoke out maybe for the first time since everything happened, and with Taylor Swift and the Masters and everything. So we're gonna read and we're gonna listen to his Scooter in his own words, okay? So this is what he had to say, bitch. Listen to this. Listen to this mess, honestly.
2019, when you bought the rights to Taylor Swift's Masters, it turned into a really big thing, right? But I'm just curious, if you can go back in time, Scott, would you have done it differently? Would you have handled it differently?
Yes, I would have. I learned an important lesson from that. So the regret I have there is that I made the assumption that everyone, once the deal was done, was going to have a conversation with me, see my intent, see my character, and say, great, let's be in business together.
Girl, bye.
And I made that assumption with people that I didn't know. And I learned an important lesson from that I can never make that assumption again.
Oh,
I didn't appreciate how that all went down. I thought it was unfair, but I also understand from the other side, they probably felt it was unfair too. I think a lot of things got lost in translation. I think that when you have a conflict with someone, it's very hard to resolve it if you're not willing to have a conversation.
Oh, now he's blaming.
And I think in any conflict, you can say, I didn't do anything, it's their fault. And you could be right, you could be justified. You could say, this is unfair, I'm being treated unfairly. Or you can say, okay, I'm being treated unfairly, I don't like how this is feeling. I can't fix this, so how am I gonna look at it and learn from it? So I choose to look at it as a learning lesson, a growing lesson, and I wish everyone involved well. And I'm rooting for everyone to win because I don't believe in rooting for people to lose. And
Girl, bye. An assumption, girl. Anyways, there is a whole article that goes with it, so let's look at that as well. He's such a mess. Okay, so it says here, right? So just to sort of refresh your memory, it says, in 2019, Braun's Holdings acquired Scott Borchetta's Big Machine Records for a reported $300 million. Excuse me. The deal left Braun with the rights to Swift's first 6 albums. The singer went public with her frustration, claiming she was previously blocked from trying to buy her masters back. She made it clear she was not happy with Braun or Borchetta, and the drama all played out in public. Okay, so he goes on to say, when I did the deal that you're referring to with Big Machine, I was under a very strict NDA with the gentleman who owned it, and I couldn't tell any artist. I wasn't allowed to. I wasn't legally allowed to. I was excited to work with every artist on the label. So when we finalized the deal, I started making phone calls to say, hey, I'm part of this. And before I could even do that, I made 4 phone calls. All hell broke loose. So I think a lot of things got lost in translation. I think that when you have a conflict with someone, it's very hard to resolve it if you're not willing to have a conversation. So the regret that I have there is that I made the assumption that everyone, once the deal was done, we were going to have a conversation. Anyways, we already read that. It says, Braun, who worked with Justin, Ariana, Demi, and J Bobbin, says he chooses to look at the fiasco as a learning lesson, a growing lesson. He said Braun ended up selling Big Machine less than 2 years later, reportedly for a hefty profit. He sold to Hype, which is another company he's part of, and maintained he did things differently. He says, I took $50 million of my own stock that I received and I gave it to my employees and artists, he says. It's unclear if Swift has forgiven Braun, but she certainly has not forgotten. The superstar vowed to re-release all 6 albums she lost the rights to, and so far she's gifted fans with 2, Fearless and Red. Both achieved success all over again, and there's no indication she won't make good on her promise to record the other 4. Honestly, I have to tell you guys something, that him saying Like, I don't believe a word he said. Like, listen, you are a very powerful man, right? If you see that Taylor Swift, which is literally like the American princess, right? And everyone fucking loves Taylor and wants to defend her. How the hell are you going to allow Taylor to say one thing publicly against you and not try and work it out? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that he could have reached out to Taylor and said, hey, you know what? Here's your masters. I understand there's legal things, but at the end of the day, I feel like this is all about money. This is all about money for him. And he looks hungry. You know what? He looks like a hungry person. And I'm so fucking happy that Taylor Swift is re-releasing these and that they're getting even probably more success than the previous ones. Imagine having your hard work, your lyrics, your blood, sweat, and tears, the time you spend, and not having the rights to those after wanting to buy them. How come he didn't just sell it to her? You know what I mean? Because it's all about money. So when he says, oh, that was just the assumption, and when you're trying to work with someone and they don't want to work with you, girl, who are you trying to fool here, boo? You know what I mean? Honestly, I feel like he should not have even done this interview, to be honest with you. I feel cringe. I feel like it's a disrespect. And I hope Taylor Swift says something, because he's literally blaming her for not wanting to work things out because she wasn't there to listen or to talk about it. And that I do not believe. Because if one thing we know about Taylor Swift is she loves her music, she has so much passion into what she does. And I'm pretty sure if there was an open conversation to have of her trying to get what she wanted, which was just her masters, her work, her hard work back to her, to owning it, I'm pretty sure she would have been down for that conversation. But he chose to go the hungry route. He chose to go the Hollywood route, the route that is not human, the route that there is no humility there. And that, my friends, is considered to be a fucking asshole. You know? Whew! Taylor, girl, listen. Anyways, you know what? Taylor versions are actually even better. You know what I mean? I have to say. What do you guys think? Do you believe him? How do you feel about him? And it's unclear if Taylor has forgiven. Girl, why should she forgive? Do you know how much fucking turmoil, is that a word? How much sadness, how much stress this girl probably felt? That's not cool. Taylor's music is literally her everything. You know, when it comes from here and here, and then it ends up here, and then you sing it, and it's celebrated, and you're literally speaking about your life, and you want to buy your masters, and they don't let you? And now he's going to come over here and say assumption and confusion, and there was just no open conversation? Damn. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, Scooter Braun or whatever the hell, okay? Anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching, girl. And I will see you guys in my next video, bitch, because I spill tea every single day, and you don't want to miss it. All right. Bye, guys.